Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. I'm Sir Nick, and this is the Road to the Masters.
EA Sports is proud to present continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, live coverage comes your way of the final round. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point.
Oh, God.
This one's starting a little bit right. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. Well, this has been a superb performance so far, giving every indication of what they're capable of down the road. But Noda, now as we get closer to the finish line here, and given what's at stake, how much does the pressure ratchet up?
Well, I have to be honest, Rich. If I was in this position, it would be hard for me to pull the club back with the Masters jacket in one hand and the U.S. Open trophy in the other. So they got to be having a tough time dealing with the pressure. But up to this point, they've been stellar and solid in handling the situation.
Yes, a ton on the line, though. You're talking about an invitation to the Masters in April, and then the U.S. Open, the National Championship in June.
And for any golfer at any level that tees it up, those are the highest dreams that you can have, the invitations to those big events, and that's what's at stake today, so better go out and play.
How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. Safely in. It's a par here at the first. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. On now to the second here at Bandon Dunes, a long par 3 coming in at 220 yards, and it is every bit of those 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long do have a tendency to funnel back down.
Try to spin that shot.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. On to our first par 5 of the round, the 563-yard third hole. The bunkers dot the fairway on each side, and they're penal. But if you can avoid those, you'll find a wide, receptive green that will yield its share of 3s and 4s. This one working up the right side. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Up next, we come to the par 4 fourth hole, which measures out at 443 yards. Beware that the rough is thick if you miss here, but a well-placed drive rewards you with our first real look at the Pacific, as you'll see that big expanse of blue and start to hear the crashing waves below. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay III.
Looking at 149 to the hole, and coming off the eagle on the last hole, no reason to think he won't be in attack mode here.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
12 feet still to go. Oh, no problems at all. The pace perfect. It is in for birdie. And that's going to move him to 27 under par. We turn northward along the beach here at the 445-yard par 4 fifth. Like the previous hole, the landing area is a narrow one, and it doesn't get much easier from there. The green's protected by a big bunker on the right, and be careful because those onshore breezes like to push the ball that way. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway.
Spin level down the right bottom there is getting bigger. Spin the ball more. We're going to eventually take all that
Perfect
off
spot to
anyway.
play this second, middle of the fairway.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really, outside chance for birdie.
Yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. He moves to 28 under par. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 6th. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Birdie putt coming up, down to Noda.
Well, in all things considered, he's in pretty good shape, coming back up the slope, working slightly to the right.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in for par here at the 6th. He's going to maintain that substantial lead. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. "75 yards, the distance remaining here for his second to this par 4. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. Now, from long range, this for birdie. Never a doubt. That one was tracking the entire way. It is in for a spectacular birdie. He'll get that score to -29. The 8th hole here at Bandon takes us back toward the ocean. It's a par 4 at 385 yards, so it's not a long one. If you can successfully navigate or bomb it over those two fairway bunkers, you could leave yourself with not much more than 50 yards or so for your approach. drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Yeah, you see so many of these long putts like that come up short. It's just hard mentally to hit the ball much firmer. Chance now for another birdie. Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8. And he's going to move to 30 under par. Well, whereas the 8th was a short par 4, nothing short about our closing hole here on this front side. The par 5 9th topping out at 585 yards, the longest hole on the course. That said, birdie is certainly not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers in the landing area off the tee.
Oh, boy.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced away. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Not much more than a tap in there. It is a birdie at the 9th. That'll finish off a 29 on this front side. 7 shots under par. The backside begins here with the par 4 10th hole at 380 yards. The big hitters will feel like they can get it down there pretty close. An approach from the right side might be a bit shorter, but you'll get a better angle if you come at it from the left. Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done. Can't tell you how good that is to get it to stop where it did from that far away. That is a super putt. Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off the back 9. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shout. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the front right portion of the green. Yeah, why not? Another great tee shot, and maybe a chance now to go after what would be a 5th consecutive birdie. Now note his second from the fairway.
148 yards left to the hole. Pin sitting in the back left portion of the green.
This could be a good one.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now. On to the par 3 12th hole. This is the number 18 handicap hole, so maybe that gives you a little reason for optimism. But par is not a bad score here as this measures out at 238 yards, the longest of the 4 par 3s. Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. The rolling hills of Oregon provide the backdrop to this par 5 13th hole. At 553 yards, it is reachable in 2. Big dunes in the fairway could make the stance awkward for that second shot. But a big green that measures better than 50 yards head to toe does yield a good number of eagle putts. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Definitely within range of getting home in 2. This, his second. Now this for another birdie. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard.
Just some shit.
On to a tough one now. The par 4 14th listed at 390 yards. Pot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, and none are easy outs. The green is a narrow one as well, with a good amount of tilt from back to front. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And he's going to move to minus 35 for the tournament. 4 holes to go as we come to the par 3 15th, measuring at 206 yards. Best to avoid the short right bunker, which is the deepest on the golf course. Putting one in the center of this plateau green is not a bad play here. Okay, solid shot. That'll give him a chance at birdie here at the 15th. This is an 11-foot putt. Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And he is just unstoppable right now. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present bend and dunes putt bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right.
God. What the fuck?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves and just deliberately hit it on another tee box. But you never know. You might get away with it.
That's good technique, and that is right around 5 feet. Not too bad. Chance now for another birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And he just continues to impress, moving to 37 under par. A lot of these holes here at Bend and Dunes have big, wide landing areas. That is not the case here at the par 4 17th. You'll need to thread the needle here with bunkers on either side, thick rough on the left, and a canyon to the right. But a safe drive in the fairway can yield a pretty good look at your second.
Starting to really get the hang of driving.
Showing no signs of a let-up here.
But I definitely got to change everything.
Under control, as that's in the fairway here at 17.
30-something million is not realistic. Tweaking.
So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Yes, the speed spot on. It's a late birdie here at 17, and he'll gain another one and move to 38 under par. So now it's on to the 18th here at Bandon Dunes. The fog's starting to thicken up a bit as we reach this 558-yard par 5. The big key is avoiding the bunkers off the tee. Do that, and you'll have a good chance to get out of here with a birdie or maybe even an eagle.
No boy.
And that one not going to stop in time. It'll roll all the way into the bunker. Getting out more important than distance here as he readies his second.
This is what we want. Perfect.
A little unlucky in that fairway bunker. Really not much you can do. Just get it out. And this is now a long hole. And final iron shot of the day, and it is one of the best we've seen here at the closing hole.
Now this for another birdie. Okay, it's a nice finish, a birdie at 18. And this will wind up an absolutely mind-blowing round of 57. Frank, one way to look at this is as a possible stepping stone to future greatness. It's an amateur title for our featured player, and it does include a ticket to compete in the Masters and the U.S. Open.
Huge present on the back end, that's for sure. But, Rich, you and I have both had a lot of fun covering the amateur game, some of these great amateur tournaments around the world. And we see this young talent, and, I mean, there's a lot of it, but it only sort of eventuates in one winner. Now, one person gets that ticket to the U.S. Open and the Masters.
So that should just about do it. For all of us at EA Sports, thanks for spending some time with us on the road to the Masters.
Oh, wait a minute. Get fairways and regulations. All right, hold on here. Why am I looking to fucking... Why am I trying to make it fucking hard? It's a fairway right here. Ah! All right, honey. Ah, the fucking wind. Ain't doing shit. Tough shots. Why am I going right? Oh, I'm in a trap. Yeah. minutes. Sometimes I wonder if I'm overthinking the putts when I play in a real. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. So for tonight, I have work tomorrow. Yeah. I'll be on tomorrow in the afternoon. Good night, guys. Good night, whoever's on, watching. Appreciate it. And I'll be on tomorrow night.